Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Esports U with coverage for the NJCAA brought to you with all of this Overwatch action we've got going tonight. My name is K10, and joining me on the desk is a friend that we don't always get to see here on the network, but we love having you here. It's Chef Billy. Billy, how are you doing, man?
Oh man, I am so excited to be here. Paulie let us know about this going on. I've been like really super busy, working a lot of different events and Rocket League being one. That's how I actually know you guys is through the Southeast Regional
Yes.
qualifiers. So I was looking at Ken and saw I'm like, oh, I know some of these names. So now we get into my main game though, baby. And now this is where I get to kind of flex the muscles and go, I this is
Okay.
what I know. So I mean, I'm looking at this, and we're getting towards the business end of your guys' tournament here in group number 3, Alexandria County going up against Union County. If I'm correct in that one, 4-0 versus 3-1. Union County's got to bring themselves out here. They got to get a win today to make sure that they secure one of those top 2 places going out of this group, and not have to wait for all the different tiebreaker scenarios to go through. So a win today will definitely lead them towards that, and I'm excited to see what this level of competition is, because I've been bouncing all over the place between top of tier 2 down to like community stuff. I mean, the off season here in Overwatch for everybody is a lot of fun. You get to see lots of different facets of the community. So here's another little notch that I get to see, a little niche community. I can't wait to see how they play, what kind of metas are in place, and woo, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, quite a mouthful there, but yeah, I agree with you, Billy. It's all over the place. I mean, no, I hear you. There's so much going on, action across the board, right? I mean, even just here on this network, we've got different colleges, different conferences, right? This right here is the junior college level, but even then, just to give you the background on it, we've got teams that have varying skill levels across the board. We've come into multiple weeks where it'll be 2, 3-0 teams. They're two teams that are just absolutely dominant, and at least on the standings, and then it just does not look that way in the game. Or one team just absolutely dominant. I'm curious to see if that's the case what we have tonight, because Alexandria sitting at 4-0 means that they've been sweeping their group so far. But you'd be surprised, Billy. There's some times where that is not the case. That is not, it is not the team that's undefeated that ends up, being the dominant one in the match. We've seen some pretty interesting things so far in this network, and I'm being told ready to take it to the first map. We are going to Ilios, so oh, Billy, what do you think? You ready for this? You ready? You ready for some Ilios?
I am ready for Ilios. Ilios is one of my favorite map types, because, look, you've got 3 different metas that you can go through here. I mean, Wrecking Ball could really, really set the tone here on Lighthouse. When you're going to Ruins, you're looking for something Brawl or Rush. And then you talk about Well, and Well's kind of the outlier because you're looking for environmental, but you're also looking for a little bit more aerial control. Running with an Eka or with a Farah, and it just depends on how you decide to work this. Symmetra's really been rearing her head here in a lot of the metas across the competitions. Teams using it to get out the gate fast. Sometimes they'll stick with it. Sometimes they'll pull back to a Tracer. So we'll see what Alexandria and Union County come out here. Union County 3-1 on this season so far. They need the dub today. I cannot wait to see how this goes down.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Can't wait. Excited to see what we've got. And yeah, you're talking about right? We're talking about the potentials there. But I think at the end of the day, Billy, all I want to see is the Lucios. Show me the boops. Let's see those environmentals off the side. You know what I mean? It's been there's been so much fun. Actually, we saw last week there was a spawn hold at the ship, like at the spawn, and people were getting booped before they could even get off and into the game. But here we go. Alexandria starting out. There is no Lucio on Union County side, but the Baptiste and the Lucio starting up for the boys on the blue side. As first skirmish, looking like it's going to start off at the front. It's a nice flashbang, goes forward. Not going to be able to get much more, but Alexandria takes positioning on the point.
Yep, and I mean, look at this. Parasol already getting some work done on the Doomfist. There's ×2 for them. Yeah, Chubbs is going to have a lot of fun here. Well, I thought so, but gets taken out for their troubles, but that's going to be clean up there for Union County. So great early progression here for Union County. And look at that. Parasol, 50% towards Meteor Strike. Chubbs taking it to Ghost and saying, yeah, I'm going to alpha mail you here, and I got you taken care of. So whew, I like the moves here. I like Crispy now swapping over, going off the Edgelord over to the Farah. So now, you're looking for aerial threats as well.
Yep, there you go. Pharmacy up in the sky. They want to see what they can get done here. Union County, though, holding their angles. And actually, there it is. Nevix, the Junkrat. They're getting some good kills at the beginning of the match here. He's trying to push him off. Alexandria does actually get positioning. They're on to the point. Yes, they lose the Junkrat, but they've got the flip. They've got control. They know the Pharah's up and above, but it looks like they're just going to push her off for now. If she can get a reset, it looks like that is the plan. And yeah, there you go. No snipes from the middle of the sky. A good flip.
Yeah, I mean, losing your Mercy so early in the fight, thanks to Mr. Nevix there, that definitely takes you far out of the play. So easy flip for them there. But, you know, they're coming up close on Shatter and on Graviton Surge. You want to see how you go there? I'm looking for them maybe to combo the Meteor Strike into the Big Bang there and see what it goes. Nice Shatter from Chubbs!
Yeah, Chubbs lays it down right on the side, and now it's fighting in the point. They're trying to push in. Union County is there, but there it is. Meteor Strike also pushes them out, and it's looking like it's going to be a wipe so far. But remember, the Zarya was pushing out. Nevix still here. They've got a Junkrat and a Zarya. What more can they get? Lucio around the side. They're still trying, and actually, he's creating a menace, but no. Gets taken down by Parasol and the Doomfist in the end. It should be a flip to Union County, and they will finally get everybody out. But that is a nice trade and actually a good fight between both sides.
2 ultimates, and Chubbs almost has their Shatter back. Tad. So that's how much work the UD County Reinhardt got done. But man, I mean, I'm looking for Alexandria now. Graviton Surge into the Riptire. That could be a wipe. Essie's gonna have to hold on to this Immortality Field until they hear that go off.
Dragons, I mean, look at that ult economy right on the blue side. Alexandria, they're almost rocking all 6. There it goes. Grav is there. There it goes the beat. But can they sustain everything? The answer is no. It's just an absolute chaos. The wipe in the front. They're going to try to get some damage in the backside. But now it's just an all-out brawl on the point. Reinhardt swinging away. Hammer v Hammer. Can they do it? Can they get the showdown? It looks like no. He just concedes it. Alexandria is forced to give up that one after a great surge from Tubes.
Oh, man. I mean, I tell you what, Dad. I mean, what happened there? Crispy just said, I'm going to go ahead and live through this, and I'm going to go ahead and drop my barrage while you're doing your little combo here, and I'm going to win. So, I mean, we're at last fight territory now, my friend, and lots of stuff going in their favor. This Doofus has not been answered to yet.
Yeah, that's actually a big pick on the Tarantino there on the side here. They do not have the Zarya. They do not have that shielding, that protection. Now, again, tanks swinging away, Junkrats are there, but actually Alexandria manages to get the flip and manages to get the hold. It's just this 2-man combo. They're holding the line for now. Mercy's able to rejoin them. They've got some time. They've got some pressure. But can they stall out long enough? Because there is some ultimates to play with. There's the Meteor Strike. There's Window on the side of Union County, and you can bet they're going to use it.
Well, I mean, they've got 3 ways to boot people off the map now. That's a huge takeout there. What a combo.
He's going to go looking for the Ana too. If he can find this, that means no healers. They are all gone. DCP has to do his best to try and stay alive for now. They're going to push in Union County, all the might of their entire team comp. But here comes the tire around the backside. What can he find with it? Just the Baptiste in the back line. They're going to get that one. But the rest of the fight has gone the way of Union County. They've got the damage, the kills onto the tanks. That's a nice trade back from the Diva, but what more can they get? It looks like the answer is not much. Union County gets the flip. It's going to be overtime full, 99 to 99. Can they get it? Lucio trying to stall out for the overtime clock, but the rest of the squad needs to get back in now. There's the res, there's the kill though. They've lost Lucio. He got pooped off the map by the Wrecking Ball. No, this is disaster. Alexandria cannot get it. They look like they've been pushed out. A few more kills left to finish. Just the Reinhardt. But this should be point 1 going over the Union County.
It should be, but I mean, they're still holding the point. They take down the Pharah as well. What the heck am I seeing right now? Okay,
okay.
Alexandria, not willing to let go of it whatsoever. Let's talk about Tubes there. Swapping over to the Wrecking Ball. And getting a couple of environmental kills that they still weren't able to completely phase out the point. Oh my word. Okay, I see what we're all about here. This is you take this point over my dead body, and well, UD County goes up 1-0 here. They take the first sub-map, and now we're gonna head to the pit of hell, otherwise known as well.
Yeah, I mean, that was a crazy, just the amount of times, Billy, we saw 2v2 skirmishes left, right? When the dust settles, it's a tank and a DPS or a tank and a healer left on the point. and that's it, right? That's all they're fighting for at that point, and it's crazy to me to see that we've got that much action. It's coming down to the wire. These last few executions, hammer v hammer, but now actually, look at the compositions here. We've got an Orisa Hog on the side of Union County. There's very little shielding here. I'm really curious to see how this one's gonna play out.
Yeah,
Oh
don't
no.
worry about that because Crispy already got the concussive blast. You're down one already, and you've got the annoying Nat in the background of Parasol on this Tracer. So that's what I'm looking for. Huge group again. Crispy is absolutely owning the skies, my friend.
He's not just the skies, the ground. You can't stand, you can't jump, you can't walk. You're just gonna get sent flying off the map. I mean, we talked about environmental kills, but the Pharah is putting in the work now. They've got a good hold, they've got the point, they've got a solid bastion of defense here in the front, right? No pun intended on the hero, but they've got a lot of control there. They cannot get past the doorway. They're just struggling from the side of Alexandria. Oh no, another kill there. And yeah, they're trying to get creative, right? I like this. They're trying to go through the tight corridors, force the fight around. There's the stick, there's the damage. The only Immortal field goes down, but a barrage right there in the face. Can he use it? No, he chooses to hold on to it for now. He doesn't even need it. They've got the rest of the damage, and Alexandria forced back.
Smart, and now you see the murder moth pulling out the Glock in the sky. DCP's decided to choose violence and not really getting much out of it, but they get themselves out of the fight, so that is what they really needed, crossing 50% here. Nevix has a tire ready to go, but look at that. 4, almost 5 ultimates for Union County on the other side. This is just going to be a Q-fest coming up very shortly.
Look at that. They've got the ults. If they're going to make it work, they're going to have to make it work now. I mean, if you can't make it work with 5 ults, I mean, there's only one other scenario that's better for you in that regard, but here we go. Union County there. That's a good trade onto the Orisa, but the Genji does pick him up in the back line, and the res is there. The scoreboard, the kill feed lighting up red. Union County, they're burning their ultimates now to push Alexandria even further into the hole. The window gets used, but it's not going to be able to do much more good from them. Alexandria still struggling to find the way onto this point.
I mean, let's talk about that. 2 ultimates, really, to win that fight. I mean, you throw out the Valkyrie, and you also throw out the whole hog. And now they're in the back line! They're going to let loose with the barrage. Good night. See you later.
Oh my gosh, the direct hits too coming out from the side of Crispy. It is just not looking good. The Pharah in the skies, that is a menace, and that is definitely just domination from the side of Union County. Remember when I told you earlier, Billy, about how we don't know if the 4-0 teams are, where do they stand? There it is. There you go. Welcome to the network, Billy.
Hey! I mean, I was agreeing with you, and I was loving it. I always love a good underdog story. And boy, did they take it to Alexandria. They are looking very crispy indeed after this. I mean, the beat dropping everything, and they just said, nay, it's mine. All mine. Get out. You're done. And so, yeah, they now have K-Tad. They've now taken the first map of control off of Alexandria. And now Alexandria's got to be worrying what the heck do they got to do to even get their foot on the point.
Yeah, I mean that is definitely not a great start, right? That's not what you want. But I mean, credit where credit's due, right? Map 1.1 looked very close, right? 99 to 99. We can't take that away from them. It was a very, very close first point. However, the far from the skies, I mean, it just felt like, Alexandria maybe not enough hit scan or not enough, answers to that terror in the sky. And with them having the first map or the next map pick, I should say, as we go to, I believe it's Escort. Forgive me, Scoots, if I'm wrong on this. It is hybrid. I'm sorry. I remember there's like a mixed one. It's a hybrid map next. And honestly, I mean, you got to imagine there's no way Alexandria picks a map where pharmacy is even a viable option in any regard.
Well, I mean, I don't think that they're worried about it because you had both an Ash and Cassidy, and they still couldn't deal with Crispy. So that's why they went back over to the Junkrat. They had no answer for the Pharah in the sky. The pharmacy was reigning supreme. So, my. I don't know if they've got the hit scan or if they did enough Kovacs before they came in here today. But the aim game was definitely not in their favor because Crispy was just dominating in the skies. They had if we think about it right there on they had the Ash, they had the Cassidy, yep. They also had a Diva pocketing. Pocketed by a Mercy, so yee. I don't think they were worried about it at all.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta
What?
agree with you. Oh, okay. Wait, we've got some substitutions from what I'm being told by the rest of the production team there. I mean, they're changing it up. Alexandria changing it up a little bit. Actually, oh no, I take that back. That's Union County changing it
Mm-hmm.
up. If I'm looking at the rosters right, we've taken out Crispy. They don't have Crispy anymore. They've chosen. They said, "Good work. You may now rest, good sir." As they're moving on.
I just say Nani. Why would you take out the person who carried your team? Oh man, that's going to be a difficult one to see what they got. So, man, we'll see who comes in for them. Hopefully, they live up to their predecessors' dominance. And hybrid. I mean, yeah,
Hybrid.
you might want to change it up a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see
Yeah.
what map we head on to because
So
I'm looking at Alexandria Technical College. They're kind of like, man. So we'll
yeah.
see. They ran into a
No.
wall.
They definitely did, but yeah, we are going to King's Row, Scrim's Row, as it's famously called, right? And I like this idea, right? It takes the far kind of out of the equation a little bit, right? There's those close street line, right? Those close sight lines if you get to streets, right? The overall, yes, point one, you've got a little bit of airspace to work with, but they do have that ability, Junkrat, to bring it out, right? If you're on the side of Alexandria, they've got the ability to play tight corners, to play, and please forgive the pun, like a rat, to sit on the side and sit in the shadows and wait for your enemies to walk by and then say, haha, I got you. And throw a bunch of bombs in their back and say goodbye, go back to spawn, right? I'm curious to see if that's what Alexandria's game plan is, or if they're even going to be able to make that work.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. If they run what I call the ice cold, formerly known as the McFlurry comp, it's just going to be a trade of who gets their immortality field out last and who's last the longest. Um, I want to see what Union County bring in here. They got SoKev coming in here. They're showing us the Australian bombers, so I'm not hating that in the slightest. A little bit of single target healing coming out of pockets once again, so that might be a little bit of concern. But you do have the res on the table. You've got the immortality field, so I don't hate it. Um, Running Ryan Zarya definitely okay here. They're gonna. I think that they're gonna run into trouble defensively with this May. Essie's gonna have to pull out the immortality field as soon as that wall cordons off Chubbs, and they're gonna have to really sustain through that.
Yeah, I want to see how they're able to make this work. The Widowmaker on the point. Just getting that information for now, doesn't find any stragglers, so alright. They've got the information they need. I'd expect to see the swap soon. Yep, there we go. Ramen immediately hops back to spawn. The rest of the team, meanwhile, going forward, pushing through. Wall goes out, but does not cordon off Chubbs like you're talking about. However, they might freeze him out. He doesn't have a retreat, and actually he gets traded out. But meanwhile, Union County on the flank. They've got the Cassidy just gunning away, firing from the side. And it was a good play to kill the tank, right? They trade out Chubbs, but they trade him for the rest of the team.
I'm still kind of questioning how they didn't win that fight outright. Once the Reinhardt goes down and you punish down the Mercy, you're done. And they just did not have the wherewithal to get in on the point. So now Parasol halfway to Deadeye on the Cassidy here, landing some pretty good shots with this Peacemaker. Nevik super low, coming up close onto the Blizzard. They've got to be playing for Blizzard.
Yeah, you've got to imagine that's going to be the goal, right? Force them down, force into that open area. Don't let them have any real estate on the center of the point, but ult economy is there. SoKev does have a tire ready, and it looks like this is going to be the play. Here we go, follow it over to the left side, looking for the victim. They know it's there, but can anybody get out? No, it's a double. Zarya and Ana say good night, goodbye. He's done his job and more. SoKev with a huge one. Oh no! Alexandria, yes, go back, go to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200. They're forced to rethink this one.
Yeah, and great use there of the res there as well as the immortality field. So, yeah, Chubbs is filling his oats there. Definitely going in with impunity and just letting them have it. You love to see it. As a Reinhardt main, I fully approve of all this going. Here you go, talking about being a rat. SoCav is choosing violence, and I'm living for it. I'm living for all this right now. I mean, you've got so much to go into this next fight. Already half the time off, K-Tad. This is what we're looking for. Nevix has got to land a big one here.
Yeah, he wants to, but the flank, High Noon, the Deadeye in the backline, yes, Blizzard is there, but they've already lost their honor. The rest of the squad is not in a good spot. The Reinhardt, the Shatter goes down, it finds a bunch, they've got a wall to cordon off, but Tubes manages to trade back onto Nevix. They can't quite get him out, and that means the rest of the squad, with no backline support, they're forced to pull back. So many big ultimates just got burned from Alexandria and no value out of it.
Murder Moth to the rescue once again. You love to see it. You love to see when the Mercies pull out the Glock and say, I'm good. So Nevix now has decided that the May just has not worked. They're going to be trying to play for Nano Blade here, Technowitz. 65% towards that Nano, but you're looking at Window, your Grav, and the Shatter. So lots to go off here.
Grav just gets burned in the center of the point, but there's not a lot of value there. Now they're looking for it. They don't end up getting the tire either off of a clutch shot from Tarantino. It pushes them back, and now they're going to burn it again. They're on point. They've got a lot of members back. There's the Window, but there's a huge Shatter coming out from the side of Chubbs. It's just a complete wipe. The kill feed blew. They're all gone. Alexandria, they've got 30 seconds, but I don't even know if they can get back to the point.
Oh, they'll be able to get back, especially if they swap to Lucio, which DCP has. So now you're looking at lots of burst damage. Parasol gets a kill out the gate. That's the Lucio. That's your win condition to at least get to the point.
Oh, no, yeah, they've got it. Yeah, they're there now. They're here. They're on. But the question is, how long can they stay here? They're trying to find damage. It's just the duel, the brawl in the back line as they're just pushing it forward. Hammer v Hammer. There's another Shatter. Actually, hold on. Alexandria might have some things to play for here. They're going to get a res. They're looking for a pin. That's a nice one on the Tubes. He goes down. The res from the Reinhardts. They're back at it again. But this time, Alexandria is successful. They might have to get it done in overtime. But it looks like they will cap point one, and we do move on to streets.
Well, I mean, it took them all 4 minutes to go there. So now, having burnt almost their entire battery of ultimates here, this should be a pretty conclusive hold here for Union County. It's not the full hold like you want, but now they need to push up to Archway. They need to deny the space coming in here, and they will have a very good win condition going into their attack phase. Oh my God!
Oh, you say this, but then Parasol just says, no, sit back. Oh, never mind. And then Nevix says, no, you also sit down. Okay. Wait, what is going on? Billy, do you see this? Yeah, okay.
I see it.
Yeah, well, so did Ramen apparently. He doesn't like this. He's not happy about that.
Oh, UD County is getting a little bit too big for their britches, if I'm being completely honest right now. They've completely given any kind of positioning off. This is just free cartload push for Alexandria. I mean, they just now started pushing, might I remind you. No, they didn't. It's right here. It's right here on half. So, I mean, yeah, these fights that they just took makes me scratch my head.
Yeah, I'm a little confused on that one too, as because of those errors and because of spawns, we now see that Union County is all the way still trying to just get back to cart, but Alexandria meanwhile is 3 meters away from finishing off point number 2. They're gonna lose another tire from Alexandria, but that might not be a big deal as the Grav is there, but the Shatter comes back in response. It means they're gonna be pushed off for now. The kills is currently going in favor of Union County. They want to get out here. They need to clear the back line. Another Grav goes across. More damage coming through. Union County will, in fact, clear them from this one. But with how long this took and the amount of time they've got left on the clock, Alexandria could, in theory, they just got to push 2 more meters. That's it.
I mean,
that's all they got.
Yeah, if ST is able to put this window down in a good spot, I think that they win this out without even letting them touch the point. That's the big point right here. They've got to set up this window. Parasol's going to have their pulse bomb here. And look at this. Parasol is in your spawn area, cleaning up the kills. Oh, man, this is just going from bad to worse for Alexandria.
Yeah, Alexandria, they had that momentum. They're going to try to get back now, but remember, yeah, they are down 1, and that's a huge pin from Chubbs. That might just seal the deal here, but it's a nice Death Blossom in the backline. Ramen does get some. Now, if they can close this kill onto the Reinhardt like they just did, they might be able to clear this out. Tracer's going to try to stall it for as long as she can. Meanwhile, the rest of the tank line is back up in res, but how long can they hold? Can they clear out the Reaper? That is the problem. The thorn in their side, and it looks like Ramen is able to get it done. He just has one more pesky little gnat to get rid of. The tire doesn't clear him either, and now with backup, reinforcements arrive. It looks like, yes, Alexandria finishes point 2, and they've moved it on. They've only got 1:30 left, but what an improvement.
Well, I'm still scratching my head. I'm still scratching my head how they lost 2 fights, and now they're looking at possible completion by Alexandria. They have thrown their ult economy to the wayside, and Ramen has been completely unchecked.
Yeah, Ramen so far. I mean, look at this. He's almost at another Death Blossom, right? He's gonna try to have it ready. He's got it building up, and honestly, it could be a big play. It could be a big point, but Parasol getting the 2 kills onto the back line means that the rest of the squad is forced to retreat. Look at this. He's about to clean them up again. There goes the Zarya. A little bit of the BM. He's on a rampage. The Madman. He's got another. Oh, no. He will get taken down by a fire strike, but job well done. I mean, cheers, love. They all go down.
And you can see it there. They're not happy about that. I would not be either. 4 ultimates coming up into this next fight for Alexandria, and you've got both tank ultimates here. You can lock them up and go in swinging.
Oh. Hang on. Here we go. Sneaky beaky like. There it is, but he gets booped up into the sky. Oh no, that could be a big problem. He's got to kill the Mercy here, otherwise there's no value out of it. They might get the trade. They're all so low. Finally, he picks up 1, and now actually that is the play. Alexandria, he can't quite get the kill onto the Mercy, but can they pick off the Ryan after the res? They're trying. They want to get this kill. They want to at least start closing out onto some people, but the trade backs are there. Keep your eyes on that back line. Here comes the tire. Grab forces them back for now, but can he get value out of it? Trying to find that juicy target, and he gets it. It's Ghost. The Reinhardt, the main tank, is gone. They jump off the stage, or I don't know if that was a forced error or not, but with the tanks gone from the side of Alexandria, the rest of the squad will surely fall, and that is it. First half done. A great effort from Alexandria. They managed somehow to scrape together 2 points.
They do. And I tell you what, I mean, compared to that they had to capture point A in overtime, they got a lot of value for what they had. So Union County, they still have a pretty good win condition on the board here, K-Tad, where they just need to go a little bit further than what Alexandria did into point 3. And they're going to take 2-0 lead. And I tell you what, Alexandria, they're on the back foot right now. I think they're starting to get a little bit sweaty. And I think that Parasol dipping the nether regions onto poor Ramen there may have woken up a beast that they should have not done.
Yeah, you hate to see it, right? You're feeling good, but all of a sudden, that's the rallying cry, right? When the rest of the team is like, "Oh no, did he just? Oh, he didn't." And then and everybody just like, "No, now it's time, right? We are not losing this game. How dare he?" The gauntlet has been thrown to the floor, as they say. As Alexandria up in arms, they're just like, "No, we will not let this stand." And yeah, I'm curious to see now, right? I want to see. Yeah, has the beast awoken? Right, was that enough? They managed to scrape it by in the beginning. It was looking rough. But I mean, hey, even if it ends up being just a draw, if they can hold them in the streets, if they can hold them on point 1, I think that's a clear message Alexandria is going to send. And I mean, I'm liking how this game is developing so far, if I'm being honest with you, Billy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we'll see what SoCat can get done here with some damage boost at their back. Definite breaking shield opportunity. Parasol looking for this angle. Nice angle once again. Oh. That's 2. That's it. You're done.
Goodbye. Hold on. Let me just clip that real quick for the replay. Hold on.
Somebody clip it.
let me just make sure it's in the reel. Okay. There we go. Because that's pretty much that single-handedly is just point 1. There's no other words for it. They gotta push back. I mean, yes, the rest of the team has respawned, but when you lose half of your squad in the opening salvo, the opening arrow to the face, I mean, look at that. Alexandria now 5 minutes 40 on the clock that they're gonna need to stall out at least before, in the streets phase. It's a tough task, a daunting task, and not a lot of ult economy for them to work with here in the middle sector. So, all right, what can you build up? What can you stall is the big question.
Well, what they can't stall right now. Yeah, he's getting vision for this Dragon Strike.
Oh.
Has it? Oh my god, this is going to be disgusting.
Yeah, here we go. Dragons come out as well. There's another fight in the backside. Chubbs is there in the front, but also we've got the Hanzo in the back line. Parasol just knocks them all down. What was that?
They all fall down, and now next fight, Union County can go in with Grav Tire and head into Point C with almost 7 minutes on the clock. Let me remind you, the fastest that I've ever seen somebody pull into Point B or Point C was 6.5 minutes. So they have all the tools going forward for that they want right now.
Here we go, windows out, Tire gets one. Will they even burn the grab? That's the question. It looks like no, they don't even need it. They've got the damage running right on through. You want to talk about 7 minutes? Well, here's 6 on the clock for you there, and they're gonna keep it rolling. They're just pushing through. There's a beam, a laser to the face right now. The rest of the squad can't even get caught up. Meanwhile, that cart slowly making its progress in the back line. I mean, when the tea is this hot, of course you dip it in the bag, but oh no, Parasol. It's he's looking he's ready. He's got that Lipton, and it's not iced. It's very hot. It's very spicy. Can he get another? No. The Deadeye on the backside. They're trying to find some damage. Here comes the surge, and the rest of the team meanwhile forced the back line. It's a close-up duel, but actually, hold on, Alexandria, they hold the line.
They held the line because I mean they just kind of pressed Q because they were, I think, memeing a little bit on Alexandria, and they paid their price there. But Dragons and Tire available into this next fight. Tarantino is going to have grab, but all they have to do is put out their immortality field, and they're going to survive it just fine.
So far, so good. I mean, honestly, now looking at it here, too, yeah, ult economy. Dragons pushes them back, but it looks like the rest of the squad was able to retreat. Meanwhile, the grab in response, and it forces them all up onto the cart, but not a lot of value there. They only do break some shield, not much more damage going across. It gets traded back, actually. That's huge from the side of Nevix. That's a great kill. Can he get more damage across? Close quarters, Junkrat action. The damage is there. The res comes out in the back line, and now actually, here comes Sokev. He's got a Tire in response. What can he find? He finds the Ash. And that means, with that said, it's just the tank in the front line. They're just trying to hold it. Bob says bye. The rest of the squad is there, and this is looking like a map 2 victory for Union County.
Yep, and I mean, that trap there, trapping up Alexandria's Reinhardt, absolutely laid waste to it. So, my goodness, Union County, they angry right now. Sokev, definitely good substitution in there, K-Tad, replacing Crispy. Look at this. Sneaky! Oh. I got you, bro.
Yeah, and then whoop, from the top rope, from the back. Yeah, we talked about ratty gameplay. Well, there it is. That's
I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Are
this
you
looks
also,
like my ranked games.
Are you also a Junkrat enjoyer there, Billy? I've Septilence all the time just loves it whenever he sees it come on the cast, and I gotta wonder, Billy, are you also in this boat?
I love to see it come out every once in a while, but yeah, I mean, seeing dueling Junkrats, that's even better for me. It was actually my first main when I first bought the game. Junkrat was just so much fun to play, but then I learned that I was actually a tank player. So I mean, you love to see it. You love to see the duels. They brought out theirs versus Nekev. So man, I believe they're on match point now, or Union County and Alexandria. They have had zero answer for what Union County is coming out here, and we talked about it in the beginning of the series. Yeah, Alexandria is 4-0, and Union County's 3-1. I have a sneaking suspicion that both teams are going to be 4-1 coming out of this encounter.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, really curious to see. I mean, actually, this makes me wonder. Now that I'm staring at it, Union County's only loss then, I believe, that must have been to Bryan and Stratton, Virginia. Because at this point, then hold on, let me do a quick little research here for you, Billy, as we look through it. Yes, it was last week. In fact, very fresh. The wound still fresh in the minds, I think, of Union County. There, they don't like that they lost the game. They don't like that they're here in this position, and It almost feels like they're taking it out on Alexandria. I mean, the poor team. They just, they've got arrows in the face. They've got a Junkrat bomb in the face. I mean, how much more can you take?
I mean, you're gonna have to keep taking it. So well, I believe we're swapping sides now. And if we're going to escort, yeah. So I
Oh,
mean, we're gonna go to assault next. Volskaya Industries. We saw the ash come out from Alexandria, so that gives me a little bit of comfort, especially if you throw a damage boost onto Ash. It's 195 HP, taken with an aim down headshot. So if you pocket with a Mercy, you're going to have that. Do they have the ability to play Sigma and have a split defense here? Because that's something that I would be running personally on Volskaya, because you can set up two separate bunkers. You can have one with the shooting blind where you've got the Mercy, the Sigma, and the Ash, and then you've got the other one with the Orisa. You can spam damage. You can throw out a Tracer in there if you want to. You can once again pull out the Hanzo and keep Vision going, and keep a Baptiste up there in case things get really gnarly. And you've got the Immortality Field. There's a lot that they can do here. You can also run with a Zen here and really take those angles from the top high ground and make use of that Discord orb. So there's different ways that these two teams can really take the approach here into Volskaya. If UCC is going on the attack here, if Union County is going in as we head into the map here, if Union County is on the attack right now, they're looking for blood. They smell it in the water. They're ready to go. I'm worried about Alexandria right now. I'm worried about them because they have not been able to deal with the pressure. And I just heard that Crispy's coming back in. So Farah Mercy will be on the du jour menu
yeah.
today. And I don't know. Sokev was putting in a pretty good performance there, K-Tad. So if this is their swap of DPS, once again, I'm not hating it because Farah gets so much work done.
Yeah, no, I don't hate it either. I mean, to your point, Billy, I like the idea of the double bunker, but I think Union County has shown they're more than willing to just flank and hard flank at that, right? Even if it costs them, right? We saw that in Streets phase on their defense. They were trying to flank so hard that they gave up a whole point for it, right? And to a double bunker or to that defensive playstyle, if all of a sudden now you've got 6 members all the way on your back line, right, on the side of the fight, it does create a bit of a problem for the side of Alexandria, right, for that double bunker, just like you talked about actually here, right? Orisa, Sigma, we've got a Bastion, a Baptiste, right? We've got some of those tools for them to set up strong defensive holds. But on the other side, right, Parasol, the Tracer gameplay. This man is not afraid to dive deep, dive hard. And I think we're seeing it too. The Winston there as well. Union County, they're totally ready for this.
I mean, double bubble look here going in. So I mean, I'm worried about this for Alexandria. I'm also worried about it coming from the yeah. Oh my God, never mind. I'm not worried anymore.
And just as we said, the Tracer flank pays dividends. There will be a res in the backside as now they're trying to get it, but the Bastion, if he's forced to focus on his flank, he is not getting the damage down onto the tanks like he wants. And this is the problem. They can't deal with the Tracer fast enough. She's gonna blink. But meanwhile, while that happens, on the right side of the fight, the entire squad of Union County has already, cleared out the first bunker. They move on to the second, and now they just get to cap the point.
Yep, and I mean that's lickety split. They had a Bastion going into a double bubble comp, and they still win it because we all know that Winston's bubble is flimsy as a soap bubble. So the fact that they were able to conserve not only Zarya's bubbles but also Winston's shield bubble, that explains how much coordination this team has. And now they're going to go straight on the point and just start creating havoc. Parasol is the antagonist. Good lord, this is scary work.
Yeah, this is absolutely scary stuff. He's got a pulse bomb ready. He's got some autonomy. Tarantino says, no, we're done with that. Enough of that, back off. But now it does mean that the rest of the squad is forced back. Alexandria so far so good. It's a good hold. They've got a high energy Zarya in the backline. Tarantino doing great work to build up that charge. And so far, all right, it is a small hold. Spawn advantage to the defense, of course, but look at those ults. Look at those ults, Billy. That's a lot of charged check marks that we've got staring us in the face.
I mean, if you launch the Primal here and throw Ghost out of the positioning that he wants to have, you've got Tac Visor and Pulse Bomb to clean up this fight.
Oh, yeah, see, look, they don't know. They don't know. Here we go. Monkey in the backline. The instant 2 ultimates get popped. The visor is there. They're going to find them all. They don't have a shield to work with.
That's it.
And the rest of the squad is gone. Yep. Map done, cleared. They've got both points, and they're going to have 4.5 minutes on the clock to work with.
Yep, I mean, it's done. 4.5 minutes, so they gained 35 seconds. And they lost a fight, K-Tad. That's how dominant that was. They had their win condition basically set in stone by the time they hit point B, and they just waited. They waited. They took their loss on their first fight. They knew they kind of overextended a little bit. So what do? They just go back, re-rally together, and then take it to Alexandria. Alexandria, woo, boy. Now I am really worried because Chubbs and Tubes had a fantastic synergy with the double bubble composition. I called for the Primal Rage. I had my Primal Rage. It took everybody out of position. You drop the Tac Visor. The auto aim is perfect, of course. And now, 4 minutes, 35 seconds. Alexandria have to at least meet that. They've got to capture both points with time. If they don't, it's going to be 40 minutes, 35 seconds to take one tech.
Yeah, with a lot of time at that. They've got to clear it. Hopefully with enough time that when we run this back, right? When we do the 2 CP shuffle and we run it all back again, they're gonna have to have enough for it. Now, let's see the adaptations, Billy. Let's see what they change up because so far it looks like the call is to match that hard dive. I'd be curious to see if this is what ends up being the comp they run out the door with. Winston Diva, sure, they can, right? Dive buddies, hold your, pick your partner, hold the hands, and let's go for the back line. But the rest of the squad, though, they've got the Junkrat again. Nevix trying to force this, trying to make it work in an area where we'll have to see what happens as there goes some bombs. He's going to hop up to the top, get some damage across, but the rest of the squad, all right, they're giving him the space for now, but there's a Bastion just lying in wait. Look at this, like a shark looking for his prey.
Well, I mean, getting rid of those slows right now in the Symmetra turrets. Also, the thing to worry about from Union County is that they don't have to worry about keeping cubes alive because you've got self-heal there, and that's just one less target for these healers to have to worry about.
Very true, but now in the front, yep, there it is. Tubes gets that one. Speaking of, as the rest of the squad, forced to push back, it's just a split fight constantly, as it's just 1v1s, 2v2s, right? There is no center point, and it's allowing the Chaos Parasol just allowed to fight them in the back line, just tear through the undefended flanks. I mean, yes, he gets picked off there, but the work is done. He's already found his picks. The rest of the squad was distracted, peeled back. They forced to concede the ground that they had managed to gain, and as it stands, Union County holding strong.
Self-destruct is going to be huge here. Oh, I thought they had that hook on the Pilot Diva, but they're going to go deal with that right now. And right now, this Winston is just under so much duress. Every time they go in, Bastion is just taking care of them. There you go, Parasol getting kills once again. That is disgusting.
And oh, never mind. They had a shield. They were ready. The healers are trying. There we go. Actually, the push Q strategy so far working. They've found some kills. They need to close out on the rest though if they want to cap this point. Tank form being used out by Crispy, the last member of Union County out here. He needs to get this kill. He finds it somehow. Self-repair, trying to go up, and instead does get support from his Mercy. The rest of the squad still trying to push them back. They're slowly capping as the rest of this fight happens, but is that a mistake? Is that the problem? Can Alexandria finish the cap before the rest of Union County gets back to point? Coalescence gets burned now, but there isn't much of a team left to chase. The Glock comes out, but it's not enough. The rest of the squad still trying to hold steady, hold firm. They managed to get 2 ticks out of it, but considering that they need to full cap, that is not good enough right now for Alexandria.
Nope, and they have time to get back as well. So, I mean, Rally is going to be great for them. Oh, God, that's a late stagger from Tubes onto Nevix. That is not what you want to see. Shatter, Whole Hog, and Window available into this next fight. Technowits is going to have to hold their Rally for the last second so that they can get everybody Rally armor.
there it is. Rally gets burned, just like you say. Parasol, meanwhile, in the back line looking for these kills, but it's Crispy on the side, just gunning him down. Self-destruct's gonna go out. Can Crispy get away? No. He does manage to get past, but it is the Mercy going down. Instead, Tubes gets traded out. They're gonna just have to retreat to the side, but instead the Shatter also goes wide, hits a shield. Tank form gets pushed back. It's a push. Techno Wiz manages to get that one, and all right. 3 minutes back on the clock, a slight reprieve for Alexandria.
Well, yeah, here comes the swaps right now. Crispy going over to the Edgelord. So now you're looking for bursting down both Ghost and Tarantino. You've got Chubbs here now on this Orisa, so you've got a more firm shield going in and a little bit more CC ability with the halt. So lots of work going to be done here. You see it getting done. These are the cleanups that you need to see. Oh no, Techno, it's not like this.
Oh, okay, he does get killed at the end there. I thought he actually just went into ult for a second, but no, he does get traded back. Nevix gets that, and the rest of the squad will push back for now. Those staggers, like you're talking about, yeah, it does buy them the time, but Alexandria regrouped, ready to go. 3 ults on the board, both DPS ults ready. If they can get a Monkey, the Primo in the backline to disrupt the aura, that might be what they're looking for, but no! The Deadeye does get one before he gets dropped, so there is a trade. Meanwhile, the Tire doesn't get value on the right side. Nevix trying to do his best here to get some kills cleaned up, but he will get picked off. The Res also comes through. The Diva, the last one on, and forced to pull back. The rest of the squad, Alexandria burns some ults, but does not get value. And oh, the stagger now. Tubes, not like this. The flank. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh. Lily, close my don't look, Lily. Oh no. Oh, okay, there we go. Is it over? I think it's over. The nightmare's over.
It's over. For now. For now, because now Death Blossom is ready to go. The res is expended from Miss Pacas or Pachas. I'm not sure which one it is, but still, window available. Nevix did reflect a lot of that whole hog back onto Tube, so fair play to them. But we're at a minute 98 seconds left. Ultimate's coming up online for Union County. Nothing in the bank right now for Alexandria.
Nothing available for them to work with, and now with these tanks getting dropped out the gate as well, it's not looking great. I mean, yeah, take a little nap. He's earned it, right? He's earned some R&R, right?
Parasol? Oh yeah, Parasol's been the hard carry all day long. Yeah. So I mean, the work's being done. As one of my friends says, he's doing the work, and getting it done. There goes Nevix down in a clump.
Tough one for Alexandria. Now they've got some time. Yes, 1 minute left on the clock. They could try to build ults up if that's the play here, but not able to find anything through the door. This would have to be a huge self-destruct if they want to get any traction there. Ramen getting dropped on the side means they don't have... Wait. Did Ghost just charge off the map?
I think so. Maybe forced?
Oh, maybe, but alright. We've got something to play with here. Self-destruct goes up. It's going to force them off of the point positioning! And Essie, not where you want to be, right next to the Diva remake, does get picked off, but the rest of the squad, it's again Parasol. It always has been. The Death Blossom on the side as well from the side of Crispy. He's going to just serve it up on a plate. Instead, the Reinhardt is not able to get back either. They're all going in. The Ants go marching one by one, but the Ants all fall at the end of the day. Whole Hog pushes them back, and that is it. Well done, Union County, the clean 3-0.
I mean, GG's, fair play to Union County. Alexandria did not have an answer. And, I mean, the DPS swaps that we saw, so good from them. Parasol definitely gets my gold star of the day for the MVP. Technoit's getting work done as the Brigitte, but still, just the work that was done. Just so much done. And, yeah, this is great work out of them. So, Alexandria County, looking at what they've done so far in this season, 4-0. They take their L. They take it in a sweep as well. Yikes. That's all I got to say. Yikes. You better be thinking about who can step up for your team going into playoff season, because if you face Union County again, GG's. That's all I got to say. GG's.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, and that's a tough one for me because now, you know, going into this, Billy, right? When I scheduled these matches for stream, I was like, okay, Alexandria 4-0, right? Union County fighting to hold on to their spot in playoffs. This throws a wrench into what I understood about this group. I no longer understand. I no longer can predict who's making it out anymore. You know, I just don't anymore because between Union County, Bryan and Stratton, I'm sure Alexandria looks good on a different day. If we picked a different match, maybe they had showings like this as well. It's a Wild West here at the NJCAA Overwatch division. I really don't know. I can't tell you, Billy. I have no information for you. I don't
Now,
know.
did you tell me that Brian and Stryden was playing on the other stream right now?
They were in fact on other stream. I'm being told though. Let me just check. I believe that match is already done, Billy. That match finished.
Did they win?
It was a 3-0. Yes.
Woo-hoo-hoo! That definitely throws it. So now that all those tiebreaker scenarios that you were trying to explain to me before we came on camera, well, have fun with that. I'm going to go away because I've got a podcast to do in just a little bit. But I'm going to be keeping my eye on this because holy crap, the insane action that I saw today, definitely worthy of the NJCAA. Man, fantastic work. Thanks for having me again, my friend.
Yeah, no, thanks for joining me, Billy. Thanks for being on the desk. But you know what? Actually, we might be able to hear from one of the players. We might have, from what I'm understanding, Tubes might be able to join us in a little bit. So
Ooh,
I know you might. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know you're curious to hear. Maybe you might
I
get some
am.
words
I am.
from the man himself. But with that said, guys, yeah, don't go anywhere. I'm being told Tubes will be joining us, so we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, hello everyone, and welcome back here to the Esports U Network with coverage of the NJCAA Overwatch Group 3 action. If you have been watching the stream, you just watched as Union County wiped the floor with Alexandria in a quick 3-0. Once again, KTAD here, Chef Billy over there, and we're joined by Tubes here. So, Tubes, I'm going to bring you in right now. Tubes, how do you feel after a win like that? What's the immediate emotional response from you and the team?
Absolutely. So we lost last week on stream, and that was pretty. I half wanted it, so because we were undefeated at the time, I wanted to um, basically get our butts kicked. Um, but now we're looking for a redemption on stream, and this is a very important moment for us, especially since we haven't been on stream. This is the first season really we've been on stream for. So I'm really happy with the win and looking forward to have more wins in the future.
All right, so let's get into the nuts and bolts of it. Ilios was close on Lighthouse. A couple of swaps from you guys to secure the map. Your wrecking ball, you should probably focus on that a little bit more because it was pretty darn good. And you were getting a couple of environmentals. Your positioning was good. Your patience was good. Is that typical for you guys to try and rally to a point using the wrecking ball just in that situation?
It's very situational. I'm mainly on the Zarya, the Hog. I rarely have a chance to bring up my wrecking ball. I haven't used my wrecking ball in a long time, so I've been kind of skittish around it. But definitely, I felt like I needed the wrecking ball there. I really did.
All right, so Diva did not make an appearance on your side. Is there an aversion to the Korean mecha player?
Um, it's how I'm feeling the day. You know, it's Zarya just feels so good. I don't know. I'm a longtime Zarya fan, and
Okay, all right. So
Zarya.
are you getting ready for Overwatch 2? I guess that's the lead up to that. Are you getting ready for Overwatch
Ooh.
2? Because we had a chance to take a look at some of the San Francisco Shock versus O2. And Zarya played a very big part in that. So you might be are you getting ready for Overwatch 2? Is that what we're
I was
doing
a-
here?
I was a little scared about the Zarya in Overwatch 2 because I'm like, how can Zarya function as a single solo tank? But hey, I haven't watched the match yet about the Shock and O2 Blast, but I need to because I need to see how strong she is. Um,
Tracer plays very well with Zarya, especially with the chance to be able to throw two bubbles out or bubble yourself twice.
ooh,
That's one of the big mechanics that we're seeing right now. I want to head to Kings Row because
yes.
I took a peek. I peeked at chat and we saw the chat come up on in our screen, and I didn't teabag. Yes, you did. You did teabag. I'm calling you out right now. Your tracer player. That was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
I need to see it
Definitely got.
again.
Yes, I mean we saw it happen. So and we saw the kind of back and forth of that, but very comprehensive. Going through that, you guys swapped out Crispy and brought in Sovek, and then you saw some role swaps there. You were on the our teabag player was on the Hanzo. Really, they didn't slow. You didn't slow down. So, was that a thought going in? Is that you were going to play the Junkrat Hanzo and just absolutely decimate the front line?
Um, Honestly, we're looking for ways to make their experience as hard as possible, and Junkrat is definitely one of those things. As a tank player, I understand that very well. So we were
Ah.
trying, especially since we requested the Kings Row defense, we were trying to scope out how much we can decimate, and that's what we did.
All right. Well, I want to ask you this
Yep.
then, Tubes. With that in mind, uh, talk to me then. What happened in Streets phase with you
Yes.
and your other tank deciding, you know what? Let's go to their
Yes.
spawn. And you know, was that part of making the experience difficult for them? Was that the goal?
Well, it was a little of so. I was thinking about our experience, how we can make our experience harder too.
Ah.
But uh, they definitely saw us. I was hoping they wouldn't see us. I was hoping they were looking straight ahead, but they weren't. And we thought we had the whole team there. We were limit testing. That didn't come to be. We kind of called for that play 5 seconds before we did it, and we just kept rolling with it.
It
I
showed.
see.
Yes.
It showed so very clearly. Parasol, really took over on Volskaya Tubes, and
Absolutely.
the Tracer start out was fantastic. You guys shut down a Bastion double bunker defense using double bubble. Okay, Parasol
Yeah.
got my gold star for the day. Not only because he was toxic like I am in my ranked games, but also just putting on a show. So you brought the Roadhog out. You comboed a lot with said Parasol. So you guys feel comfortable no matter what composition you guys are running. Do you think that Alexandria was worthy of a 4-0 4-0 team, or maybe their strength of schedule wasn't as good?
No, I think they're worthy of the 4-0. It just opens up more opportunities to have more losses with them. I think we also were undefeated as well up until last week.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much just because of there's a whole bunch of skill in some teams and not in others. The disparity is it's huge. So I think they deserve the 4-0. I think those wins are absolutely for them.
Mm-hmm.
But now they deserve the 4-1.
My last one that I got for you. Who are you looking forward to playing in the playoffs?
Uh, Definitely our first preseason match we're missing one player, and so we got 3-0'd. I want to have another roundabout with Crowder College. Crowder College, I feel like we absolutely could have won that game, but now that we have our roster situation handled, I think we can absolutely 3-0 them. So I want to rematch with Crowder College.
Interesting. Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, hopefully you get that chance. I mean, looking at it here, looking at the schedule, just for your update, actually, Crowder College, I think, lost earlier tonight on our second stream. Yeah, they got taken down, and you might not even see them in playoffs. So, just giving you that
Okay.
information, Tubes. Take it for what you will. But all right, with that said, last minutes here, last few bits here on the interview. Any shout outs, anybody you want to say thank you to, anybody, here's the time, plug, you know, give thanks to your mom, give thanks to your dog, give thanks to anybody you want to. It's your time here, Tubes. Anybody you want to, floor's
Absolutely. I,
yours.
I would like to give thanks to my moms, as well as my brother, my dog, Teddy, as well as Coach Reed.
Hey, well, there you go. Yeah, thanks. Shout out to Coach Reed. He's always been helpful with me when I'm trying to schedule these things. So yeah, definitely shout out to him. But all right, thank you very much for joining us on the desk today, too. Appreciate it. Well done in the win, and I'm sure we'll see more of you guys as the season goes on. Have a good night, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and with that, that does close us out for the cast between me and you, Billy. I got to get back to producing this dang thing, and I know you said you got a podcast to go to, so we'll close it out. We'll move on. I think we've got another match of Overwatch that we're gonna air from the student side, as well as League of Legends from the ECC coming up after that. But before I let you go, I mean, I know this was the first time we had you on the network, Billy. Any last words you want to say before we're out?
Impressed with the caliber of competition. Impressed with the production as well. So thank you for having me once again. And yeah, I will be keeping a very keen eye on this. And if my schedule allows me, I definitely want to come back and see how this whole season plays out.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, it was fun having you, my friend. It was fun being able to cast with you. You know, we don't get to do that. I don't get to do that very often these days, but it was a lot of fun. Had a great time. Thank you for joining me. But yeah, thank you all for watching. If you're in the audience, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we will have the student casted match from said match of the Crowder versus Bryant and Stratton match. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. This is the Esports U Network.